This is YK Sri Chai channel. Today we are going to discuss a chapter matrices from class 12 of NCERT mathematics. Now first, in this chapter we should know that in Karnataka board it will represent about 9 marks. Previously it used to be 10. We will have one 1 mark question, one 3 marks and one 5 marks question. So also we can think we will get 3 questions for CET in Karnataka, and also we will get a questions for JEE Mains. Now we will go to the chapter. Matrices. Basically, it is arrangement of numbers or functions rectangularly in rows and columns. So we can say that matrices is rectangular arrangement of numericals or functions in rows and columns. We will see an example of it. A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. This represents a matrix of order 2 cross 2. We will discuss about the order later. So basically matrix is arrangement of numericals or functions in rows and columns. So this horizontal arrangement are called rows. We call this as R1, this one is R2. Similarly, the vertical arrangement of numericals or functions are called columns. So this is column 1, this is column 2. It is not necessarily always it should be numbers, it should be any real number or a function which results in a real number. Okay. So for example, a matrix can also be X. This is also a matrix, where when you give a value or angle represent 30 degrees or 40 degrees or 75 degrees, we get a real number. X also should represent a real number. Or we can say this can be a algebraic function, or it can be even 0, or it can be also a negative number. So basically matrix is arrangement of numericals or functions in rows and columns. That is ordered arrangement of numericals or functions in order, that is in rows and columns. This is basically called matrix. Now we can write this algebraically like this. A equal to Aij, order m cross n. So this small letter a represents the element. This I and j are natural numbers. So this I and j are always natural numbers, or you can say positive integers, where for example if this matrix is 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 5, 2, here A11 represents the element in first row and first column, that is 1. A12 represents the first row, second column, that is 2. A13 represents element in first row, third column. A21 second row, first column, that is 0. This is A22 second row, second column, second row, third column. This is how we identify. Algebraically we represent as capital letter A. Always we should denote the matrices by capital letters, where the elements we represent by small letters, numericals when they represent. This m cross n what you are written here is called order. Order of the matrix. What is meant by order of the matrix? Order of a matrix is one which represents the number of rows and columns in a matrix. That is, here the matrix A is equal to Aj m cross n represents a matrix of order m cross n. That means there are m number of rows and n number of columns. Whereas in this example we can see we have 2 rows, therefore it is 2, and we have 3 columns, therefore 2 cross 3. So order, a matrix of order m cross n represents of order having m rows and n columns. That is called order of a matrix. Then we will go to types of the matrix. When we come to the types of the matrices, we can discuss one by one with an example. So let us first start with row matrix. A matrix which has only one row is called a row matrix. That is, for example, A is equal to 1, 3, minus 2. This matrix has only one row and its order is 1 cross 3. Or we can say a matrix A is equal to Aij of order 1 cross n is said to be a row matrix because which has one row and number of columns can be any number. So we have written n. So this is called a row matrix, a matrix which has only one row. Then we will go to second one, that is column matrix. The matrix B is said to be a column matrix if it has only one column irrespective of number of rows. For example, in this case we have only 3 rows and 1 column. Or a matrix B equal to Bij is said to be a column matrix if it has order m cross 1, where m belongs to any natural numbers. So a column matrix is one which has only one column is with respect of number of rows. This is column matrix. Next we shall discuss about the square matrix. Students, also you should know that I am not writing the definition on the board. Don't worry about this. You try to understand the concept with the example. Notes I will write it and I will post it so that you can copy it and you can get it in book also. To understand, we should understand with the example, but when you are writing the definition in the exam, remember NCERT definition is the one which is valued more. It should be very clear. Okay. Now in the types of matrix we have learned what is a row matrix and what is a column matrix. Now we will learn what is a square matrix. See, a matrix in which the number of rows equal to number of columns is said to be a square matrix. See, algebraically you can say A is equal to Aij is of order m cross n is said to be a square matrix if m equal to n. That means number of rows equal to number of columns. Number of rows equal to number of columns. So a square matrix is one in which number of rows is equal to number of columns. So we can see an example for this. That is a square matrix in which number of rows equal number of columns. See, if there is only one element, so it is 1 cross 1 order. So this is also a square matrix. Or a matrix of order 2 cross 2 or of order 3 cross 3 and so on. So it's very clear, a square matrix is one in which the number of rows equal to number of columns. That is, a matrix of order m cross n is said to be a square matrix if m equal to n. That is called a square matrix. So which is very important to learn the remaining two matrices which are very important in terms of the definition also for Karnataka board exams. So the next matrix what we are going to discuss is very important in terms of definition, that is diagonal matrix. Here, basically you should know a diagonal matrix is a square matrix, or we can say a square matrix is said to be a diagonal matrix if all its non-diagonal elements are 0. That means A is equal to Aij of order m cross m, because I told you it should be a square matrix, is said to be a diagonal matrix if Aij equal to 0 for all I not equal to j. Here it's very important that all non-diagonal elements should be equal to 0. Example, A is equal to 3 0 0 0 6 0 0 0 minus 2. This is a square matrix where all its non-diagonal elements are zeros and diagonal elements are non-zero here. Now we can take other square example also. This is an example for a diagonal matrix, and also remember it's very important. A square matrix is said to be a diagonal matrix if its non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are non-zero. First thing remember, non-diagonal elements are 0 and diagonal elements are non-zero. Okay, this is diagonal matrix. Now we shall go to another important definition, that is scalar matrix. A square matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all its diagonal elements are equal to 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. Or in easier way you can say a diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal. Now to the next definition, that is diagonal matrix. A diagonal matrix definition is: a square matrix is said to be a diagonal matrix if its non-diagonal elements are 0. Or it can be also said like this: a square matrix B is equal to Bij is said to be a diagonal matrix if Bij is equal to 0 when I is not equal to j in a square matrix. That is, non-diagonal elements will be 0. And you can notice here the diagonal elements are non-zero, non-diagonal elements are 0. This is the definition of diagonal matrix, and it is very important in terms of definition for 1 mark question in PU board exams of Karnataka. Now we shall move to the next definition, that is scalar matrix. This is also very important definition in terms of 1 mark question. So here a scalar matrix, basically it's like a diagonal matrix with a little alteration. That is, a diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if all its diagonal elements are equal. Just simple, it's a diagonal matrix and its diagonal elements are equal. That is, a square matrix A is equal to Aij m cross m is said to be a scalar matrix if Aij equal to 0 when I is not equal to j and Aij equal to k when I equal to j, where k is some real number. Okay, it means here it is basically a diagonal matrix, but the diagonal elements are all equal. As usual, non-diagonal elements will be 0. Now we can see with the example, A equal to 2 0 0 2 or B is equal to 3 0 0 0 3 0 0 0 3. These are some of the examples for scalar matrix. Remember, a diagonal matrix is said to be a scalar matrix if its diagonal elements are equal. Okay, this is the scalar matrix. Next, we can go to the identity matrix. See, it's all after square matrix, we all depend on the square matrix to define the other matrix. Now, identity matrix definition also will be depending on the square matrix. A square matrix is said to be an identity matrix if its diagonal elements are equal to 1 and non-diagonal elements are equal to 0. That is, a square matrix A equal to Aij m cross m is said to be an identity matrix if Aij equal to 0, if I is not equal to j, and 1 if I equal to j. So you can notice here that identity matrix also will be a scalar matrix, because here in this case all diagonal elements will be equal, that will be 1. Now you can see the examples here. A equal to 1 0 0 1, or B is equal to 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. These are all. It can be also like this. So basically, a square matrix in which diagonal elements are all equal to 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0 is said to be identity matrix. Also, we'll use this in next chapter also. We call it as unit matrix. It determines as its determinant will be equal to 1. Now we will move to the next and the last definition, that is zero matrix. It's quite simple and easy to remember. A matrix in which all the elements are 0 is called a zero matrix. That is, irrespective of its order. It can be one element, it can be a row matrix, it can be a square matrix, or it can be a non-square matrix. Does not matter. All these are examples of a zero matrix. You can notice from square matrix till unit matrix, they were all square matrices in which we had further conditions. This zero matrix may be a square matrix or may not be a square matrix. One particular thing you should notice here is all the elements must be 0. Then it is called a zero matrix. Then we have one final one, which is a comparative one, that is equal matrices. Definition of matrix over. Now we learn about equal matrices. Here we can notice two matrices A and B of order m cross n. A equal to Aij of order m cross n, and B equal to Bij of order m cross n are said to be equal matrices if it satisfies two conditions. First thing, they should have same order. Two matrices A and B are said to be equal matrices if they have same order. Secondly, their corresponding elements are equal. Secondly, their corresponding elements are equal. So this we will understand with the example. So I'll repeat again. Two matrices are said to be equal if and only if they are of same order. Secondly, their corresponding elements are equal. A equal to 2, 3, 7, 6. B equal to 2, 3, 7,